Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Brookings Harbor and all the fishing boats at sea. I'm Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
And this is the Insider Report.
So let your ears do the walking as we fill you in on what's going on in the Brookings Harbor area and beyond.
Well, hello, and welcome to this week's show that keeps you in the know, the last show of the year.
Yes, we are recording on the last Monday of 2024. Of course, by the time that you're all listening to this, it's now 2025, so Happy New Year, everybody. Hey.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah, we survived another year.
Yeah.
We're ready to go for another one, and so the work begins again.
Yes, indeed.
The march of time, it goes on and on.
So what did you do this fine weekend?
Oh, golly gee.
I mean, did you have a beautiful Christmas?
I mean, Christmas was pretty chill, which I like a nice, quiet Christmas,
Beautiful.
Let's be honest. And so that was good. It was just like quiet family get-together.
Right on.
I think we eat more food on Christmas in my family than we do on Thanksgiving, honestly.
Yeah,
We just have like all this stuff that we just traditionally make at Christmas time. Like my family's Greek, so like spanakopita, we make dolmas, we do all the good stuff. So we're just constantly eating all day long and usually top it off with like a moussaka or something like that. So it's just rich Greek food all day long. So I had to go on a lot of runs after the holiday to kind of feel like I'm back on track again. But that was fine because Jason, bless his heart, got me some custom-made Nikes running shoes for Christmas.
So you got to break them in.
Had to break them in, and they were customized with the 3 penny colors, the blue and the gold and the black.
Get out, right on.
So yeah. So I feel like every time I go out for a run, I'm like a walking advertisement for the company.
That's right.
They actually look pretty sick, so I've been having a great time breaking them in.
Right on, good deal.
How about you and Junior?
We did. We had
holiday.
Hey, you want to talk about a quiet one? I mean, it was great. It was like just me and him. Yeah. We just hung out at the house, and they had those football games going on, and I got to watch my football and relax and eat whatever the heck I wanted, and I did. I went and thought about it, and I just grabbed all the football foods, my favorites, and I just all day long just sat there and enjoyed. Didn't have to drive nowhere, didn't have to do nothing. It was awesome. It was a great
That's my kind of holiday.
I'm telling you, I like the family thing and all that good stuff when you have everybody. But every once in a while, these little quiet ones are pretty cool.
Can be pretty nice.
Yeah. And Junior was all happy. I mean, it's so funny. He's like going, wait a minute, I thought you said you got everything on my list, Bob. And I said, your list had about 30 items on it. I said, no, I said everything I got you was on your list. And he goes, oh.
Right. We're learning the ideas of negotiation here. We are. Okay.
It's like, hey, buddy. I looked at it and I go, I said how I chose it really is how I had to choose it was where I could get it at, what he wanted, if I could get it here.
Get it by Christmas.
Fine, but if I couldn't get it here and I had to get it online, then where was I going to get it at, and everything I got, and would it get here by Christmas? So that determined a lot. If I couldn't find it in town here or anywhere around here, because he wanted some off-the-wall stuff, but I got him hooked up. Yeah, I got them all hooked up. They got some toys out there. I'm going to tell you what,
yeah. Some interesting ones, and then like everything, I mean, like we had electronic toys like crazy when I was a kid, but even more so now, Yeah, you can come up with some wild stuff. So.
Like when I was a kid, we had a hand grenade, a little plastic hand grenade, and you threw it and you pretend like it blew up. Now you get one, you throw it, and it actually blows up.
Makes a sound.
It shoots out like the yellow plastic balls, the one I got him.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like if your buddies are standing all around, you drop that in the middle of the ground, poof, and it just shoots out. But I'm going, whoa, they come a long way since.
Indeed they have. I was going to say no imagination required.
Yeah, I had to look at it going, what is that? Whoa, they've come a long way. So, yeah. So, Nerf has one too, I think. So, it's just wild. But anyways, we had a great time and everything. And then it just slid into the week. It's playoff weekend. I'm sorry, I'm a big football fan. I watch football. I don't have to be. The Niners aren't doing so good, but my Vikings.
I imagine I'll be getting some football updates between now and Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes,
and it's just, it's that time of year. Right?
It is.
And I go, like, tell me what's going on, and then I'll know what's going on, so I can act like I know what's happening when other people ask me what's going on. It's great.
Yeah. Vikings they're like 14-2 right now, and I'm just all happy.
Oh,
it's just weird. Some of these teams, they're having a great one. The Niners aren't doing so well, but it's weird how some of the opposite teams are up there now doing really good.
Right. They're in their cycle.
It's their turn.
Of
it's their
greatness,
turn.
yes.
Yeah, it's their turn. Yeah.
Sounds so sounds about right.
So it's all fun, but I just put a football game on. I'm all over it, And then New Year's Day, they got the Ducks are going to be playing. I guess they got 3 college games going on because they're in their playoffs. So I always try to catch the playoffs on everything.
Oh, sure.
But I'm a big old Sooner fan, and I'm an Oregon Duck fan.
Right.
I was in Virginia for a while, so I became a Sooner fan.
That's
My buddy,
fair.
a good friend of mine. Yeah, so it worked out perfect. Yeah. It's like, so I always pull for them too.
Love it.
But yeah, so hey, had a blast. It was good times, good weekend. Everything went through, getting ready for the new year, and hope you all got out there and did something. And we got some stuff going on this January. It slowed down a little bit on the music section. Everybody kind of taking a break January. But other than that, there's some things still going in full swing. So we'll just get right into it.
All right. Well,
first, I got to thank everybody first. So, we'd like to thank the Oregon South Coast Fishermen, otherwise known as the Castaways, Just the Jeweler, and Oregon Coast VIP Marketing for sponsoring the Insider Report. And if you'd like to sponsor our show or one of the other fine shows here at KCIW, you just got to go to kciw.org and you will be on your way. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into the music.
I mean, there is still music for January.
Yes,
we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
Starting off with Patty Ann. Patty Ann is playing on the 10th at Kuntai from 6 to 9. Then she'll be at Tortuga Mexican Restaurant from 6 to 9 p.m. on the 18th. And then on the 24th, she'll be playing at Misty Mountain Brewing from 6 to 9 p.m.
Yep, and then Black GTO is going to be playing on the 10th at Inateca, 8 to 10. And on the 25th, there'll be a Chetco Brewing Company, 6 to 8.
All right, we have a lineup here for Lon Goddard. Lon is playing on the 3rd and the 25th at Misty Mountain Brewing from 6 to 8. Then on the 8th and the 18th, he'll be at Kuntai from 6 to 8. And then on the 16th, he'll be at the Brian Scott Gallery's Brown Bag Lunch event from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m.
Yes, he will. And Cisco, he'll be jamming on the 4th and the 18th and the 25th at the Brookings Harbor Farmers Market, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. On the 11th, you catch him at the Grange Inn Harbor, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And on the 29th, he'll be at the Chetco Activity Center, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
All right, and then Stephanie Latore and the Reverbs are playing on the 18th at Inateca in Crescent City. Music there starting at 7.
Yes, indeed. And Mike Powell, he'll be Augustino's from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
And then finally, the lineup here for Misty Mountain Brewing. Every time they do music, it runs from 6 to 8 p.m. On the 3rd, they're going to host Lon Goddard. On the 24th, Patty Ann, and then on the 25th, Lon Goddard again.
Yeah. Right. See, there we go with the music. And see, now normally at this time, it's 2 pages, long, but I noticed that, like when we started off, everybody takes a little bit of a break,
Needs a rest.
Well, during the holidays, everybody takes a little bit easy. They slow down a little bit, so that's cool. Been watching that pattern. Mm-hmm. Hey, now, before we get on with the library thing, I got a little special one that I got in here that we didn't fit in because I got it a little late. But we have the International Yoga Gathering is now a Brookings nonprofit organization. They support and promote holistic practices for personal and community wellness. And as part of that mission, they will be hosting an ecstatic dance at the Grange every first Wednesday of the month starting January 8th. And the public is invited to join in. Also, down the line here, a few more months, there will be an International Yoga Gathering happening on June 28th, 2025 at Azalea Park in Brookings, Oregon, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And the event will be followed by Ecstatic Dance, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. So there you go. So that's coming up there. They are seeking vendors and artists, performers, healers, volunteers, sponsors, donations. More information is available at bodytemplehealth.com and at the International Yoga Gathering Facebook page. Contact is Christopher Newman. He's the vendor coordinator. Chris Newman, 2012 at live.com. Namaste. So there you go. Very cool. Right. Very cool.
All righty. Well, let's take a look at the January schedule of events at the Chetco Library, located at 405 Alder Street in Brookings. As always, we'll start off with their weekly events. On Tuesdays at 11 a.m., they've got story time. That's stories, songs, and games for young children. Then at 1:30 on Tuesday, they have a chair yoga class. This is a yoga class that focuses on seated positions. And then on Wednesdays at 1:30 p.m., they have after-school activities, and that includes homework help, a creation station, and snacks for older kids and tweens. Then on Thursdays at 1:30 p.m., they have another chair yoga class. At 4 p.m., they have their after-school activities, and this includes homework help, STEM projects and games on Thursdays, as well as snacks, again, for older kids and tweens. And also at 5:30 p.m. on Thursdays, they have Easy Flow Yoga, and this is a beginner's yoga class that focuses on standing positions. And then on Saturdays, every week at 1 p.m., they have Saturday Shuffle, which includes Magic the Gathering and more. You can stop by the library every week for Saturday Shuffle, where players can bring their favorite deck and play Magic the Gathering. Gamers of all kinds are also welcome to bring their favorite card or board games from their own collections, or they can browse the library's games and find a crew to play with. And then they've got a big lineup of monthly and special events for the month of January. They are not stopping. So, starting January 3rd through February 14th, they are hosting the Thrive in 25 Get Moving Fitness Challenge. They're inviting folks to join them for Thrive in 25. This is a series of special events and challenges throughout the year 2025 that are meant to empower folks to develop healthy habits, learn new skills, and strive to thrive all year long. So winter's Thrive in 25 event is the Get Moving Fitness Challenge. You can join them through February 14th as they strive to make a habit of being more physically active this year. And you can get connected to free library resources that can help you on your personal fitness journey. How does the challenge work? Well, starting January 3rd, you can visit the library to pick up your very own Get Fit Starter Kit, which is going to include your fitness log, a 20-ounce refillable water bottle, sweatbands, and a personal pedometer. Now, supplies are limited for these kits, so if you want one, we encourage you to pick them up early. But they will have fitness logs, just the paper logs, throughout the month. Now, on your fitness log, they ask you to record every 30 minutes you get moving between January 3rd and Friday, February 14th. Even if you don't complete your entire log, they ask you to turn it in to the front desk by Friday, the 21st of February. They're going to recognize folks who got moving the most and enter everyone who turns in a log with at least 10 activity entries for a gift basket drawing, and the drawing winners will be notified by February 28th. All right, so lots of fun movement happening there at the library. And then on the 4th of January at 2 p.m., they have their afternoon indie films. They're partnering with the Wild Rivers Film Festival to host free monthly indie film screenings. And this month, they're screening the revenge thriller Plight by M.J. Al-Habib Jr. Plight won the award for Best Picture at the Wild Rivers Film Festival in August of 2024. And then on the 13th of January, all day long, they've got their Spice World bags. You're invited to take a culinary journey around the world. Their spice bags feature a unique monthly spice from a different part of the world. And each bag comes with a tester sample, trivia, and recipe suggestions. And of course, supplies for these take-home kits are limited. It's first come, first serve. So keep that in mind. And then coming up in book clubs at the beginning of the month, January 8th at 4 p.m., they have their Kids Book Club. This is geared towards 2nd through 5th graders, and kids vote on and pick the books that they read each month. And this month, the group is reading My Father's Dragon by Ruth Stiles Gannett. And then on the 14th of January at 5 p.m., they have Club de Lectora. This is a monthly book club for Spanish speakers, and parents are welcome to bring their kids to enjoy a relaxing and supportive atmosphere. Coming up for holiday closures, on Monday the 20th of January, they want to remind folks they will be closed. That's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And if you need more information about library events, programs, or services, you can always visit chetcolibrary.org and check out their complete events calendar. You can follow them on Facebook for updates, or you can always give them a call at 541-469-7738.
Not just your average library, small town library, that's for sure.
Oh, man, I'm gonna be logging my time on that fitness challenge too. I'm just like everyone. I'm like, come with me on this journey. I'm gonna come run with me.
Good deal. Right on.
I'm looking forward to that one. But hey, now it's time for quotes from famous people with Cousin Bruce.
Hey, we're going into January here, so here are a few quotes from Elvis Presley. He was born January 8, 1935. The king. He said, "The truth is like the sun. You can shut it out for a time, but it ain't going away." He goes, "I happened to come along in the music business when there was no trend." And he goes, "From the time I was a kid, I always knew something was going to happen to me. Didn't know exactly what." And then he says, "Rhythm is something you either have or you don't have. But when you have it all over." Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this week's quotes from Elvis with Cousin Bruce. Until next week, hey, have a great one.
Yeah. Elvis is always one of those folks where it's just striking to me how much his look, demeanor, and vibe as a person evolved from his debut to his death. I don't know. He's always just been fascinating to me on that level alone, like a person's evolutionary journey.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. Yeah, he had a pretty wild one. Yeah, there you go. Wild life would be the word to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Well, hey, since I spent so much time talking about it, but it looks like we're going to talk about it again. So let's dive back into it. Sure. The Chetco Library really wants people to know that they have a Thrive in 25 event coming up this month through the 14th of February. This month's Thrive in 25 event is their brand new Get Moving Fitness Challenge. You can join them January 3rd through February 14th as they strive to make a habit of being more physically active this year, and you can get connected to free library resources that can help you on your personal fitness journey. So how does this challenge work? Starting January 3rd, you can visit the library to pick up your very own Get Fit Starter Kit, which includes your fitness log, a 20-ounce refillable water bottle, sweatbands, and a personal pedometer. Supplies are limited, so if you want a kit, they encourage you to pick it up early. And then on your fitness log, you can record every 30 minutes that you get moving between January 3rd and Friday, February 14th. And hey, even if you don't complete your entire log, they want you to turn it into the front desk by Friday, the 21st of February. They'll recognize folks who got moving the most and enter everyone who turns in a log with at least 10 activity entries for a gift basket drawing. And the drawing winners will be notified by February 28th. If you're not sure how to get started or wondering like, oh, well, I don't have a gym membership, not sure how to start getting more active, they do say you don't need to be an athlete or have a gym membership to commit to getting more physically active. Some easy ways to get moving more include going for a walk, playing outside with your kids or grandkids, even doing sit-ups or wall push-ups during TV commercial breaks. And they do, of course, have a little disclaimer here. They want folks to understand that when participating in any exercise or exercise program, there's always the possibility of physical injury. If you engage in this exercise program, you agree that you do so at your own risk or voluntarily participating in these activities, assume all risk of injury to yourself, and agree to release and discharge the Chetco Library from any and all claims or causes of action, known or unknown, arising out of your participation in this event. You know your body. You exercise at your own risk.
That's right. Hey, you know what? And I felt this deserved a full page because I'm into physical fitness. I mean, I work out 4 days at the gym on an average every week, and I like to stay in shape at my age, but I've been doing it all my life since I was 18. But you run and you enjoy staying physical.
But you know,
and I mean,
body,
trying to push it.
If you need to. Yeah.
I've been pushing it big time through my paper and everything. I'm trying to tell everybody, get out there and hey, man, do something, anything, because it's better than sitting there watching a movie, you know, or if you're watching a movie, ride a bike.
Right. I got started with my running with a Couch to 5K app, you know.
I'm 63 and I feel like, you know, I couldn't even tell you an age. I mean, I can run circles around my grandson still. So
right. I feel better than I did when I was in my early 20s,
That's
you know?
What I'm saying.
It really does. It makes a difference,
Really big difference, So, hey, on with the show. Elk Valley Casino is presenting Rowdy Hank, a tribute to Hank Williams Jr. This is happening on the 4th, 8 p.m. Hank Williams Jr., also known as Bo Cephas, is a celebrated country music icon known for his hits like A Country Boy Can Survive and All My Rowdy Friends. His unique blend of rock, blues, and country has made him a beloved figure in the music world. With a career spanning over 5 decades, Hank Jr. has earned numerous awards, including a Grammy and induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame. Hey, tickets on sale at the Points Club booth or online in advance at www.etix.com and on the day of the event. Doors open at 7 p.m. with the show starting at 8. And once again, you must be 21 or older to attend. Seating is first come, first serve. So there you go.
Some country coming up.
Now, I'm a big fan of Dad's. His dad, Hank Sr., big fan of both of them, actually, but
Yeah, I could see that.
I love Hank Williams. Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, there are monthly afternoon indie film events happening at the Chetco Library, located at 405 Alder Street in Brookings. They're on the first Saturday of every month, and this month's going to be on the 4th of January from 2 p.m., and the film will end at about 4:45 p.m. And January's film selection is Plight, which was directed by M.J. Al-Habib Jr. In this film, a Ukrainian woman comes to the U.S. to care for her sister after she and her fiancé are victims of a hit and run. Faced with a dead end, her fiancé's father takes matters into his own hands to bring justice. Written and directed by M.J. Al-Habib Jr., this revenge thriller won awards for Best Picture, Best Actor, and Best Actress at the Wild Rivers Film Festival in August of 2024. And they've got a little disclaimer here about food allergies. They do serve prepackaged concessions at this event, but they can't guarantee that food served at this program has not come into contact with tree nuts, soy, or other allergens.
Oh, so they do have a little package.
So plan accordingly.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Yeah, bring your own snacks if you need to. Right? There you go. Hey, Purely Voice is presenting 12th Night. This is at the Curry Public Library in Gold Beach on the 4th. Happening at 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Join local group Purely Voice for a 12th night performance at Curry Public Library. There we go, featuring refreshments, including wassail, toasts, readings, music, and more. I've had wassail before. I've had that before. Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Good stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, hey, Legends Arcade is presenting a family game night on the 8th of January at 6 p.m. The public's invited to join them at Legends Arcade. That's at 16378 Lower Harbor Road, every second and fourth Wednesday. There will be a featured game of the week that's free to play. Otherwise, you can welcome to rent one of their tables and enjoy a free board game rental from any of their board games. They invite the family to come and have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. Hey, and SWAC, Friends of Curry Campus Speaker Series, is presenting Discover the Natural World of Costa Rica. Southwestern Oregon Community College Curry Campus invites the community to join them on Thursday, January 9th, 12 to 1 p.m. for Discover the Natural World of Costa Rica. This is a free program sponsored by the Friends of Curry Campus and will be held in the community room on Southwestern's Curry Campus, 96082 Lone Ranch Parkway. It's right off of Highway 101 in Brookings. Bring a friend and a brown bag lunch. Take a photographic journey into the natural world of vibrant Costa Rica. Discover the amazing and diverse bird life, mammals, amphibians, and flora that populate the rainforests and beaches of this beautiful country. Vicki Gorham will present photos and a lecture based on a recent trip to Costa Rica. Vicki and her husband Bill have traveled extensively over the past several years, and they enjoy sharing Vicki's photos and love of nature. Explore the canals full of wildlife in Tortuguero, where there are no cars allowed, to the hanging bridges in the Monteverde cloud forest, and the steaming rainforest known as the Rainmaker Reserve. Several volcanoes dot the landscape through the middle of Costa Rica, including Arenal, considered to be one of the most active volcanoes in the world. The beaches in Manuel Antonio National Park are a favorite for swimming and spotting all three monkeys indigenous to Costa Rica, along with iguanas, parrots, sloths, and much more. Vicki's previous presentations on Australia and Africa in this lecture series were rich with stories of animal encounters. So they say join them for a journey into a warm rainforest on January. For more information, contact the Curry campus at 541-813-1667. Sounds like Vicki and her husband get around. So there you go. Yeah.
Yep. This is not the first time that she's done a presentation for SWAC's Curry campus. So this is just the latest in her stops throughout the world, it looks like.
Just a great excuse to go take off around the world.
Right? Yeah.
Come back and talk about it.
Then come back and talk about it. Very cool. Good for Vicki.
Yeah, right on. Yeah.
All right. Pistol River Contra Dance, located at 24252 Carpenterville Road, is having an event on the 11th of January from 5 to 8 p.m. featuring the Pistol River Players and Becky Nankivel. It's free to attend, but they do have a suggested donation of $5 if you feel so inclined. But all are welcome. Open to singles, couples, and families. Casual social dance featuring fun and easy contra and English country dances. No partner or previous experience is necessary, and weather happens, so they do ask that you check pistolrivercontra.com or facebook.com/pistolrivercontra before driving long distances. Just be aware there.
Yeah.
And hey, now it's time for a bit of real history with Bushwhacker Bruce.
Right. Hey, Kat. G'day, mates. Bushwhacker Bruce here, and welcome to this week's bit of real history for your knowledge pleasure. Did you know that there almost wasn't a Bill of Rights in the Constitution? It's true. Here's the story. If you ask most Americans to name something in the Constitution, there's a good chance they'd name one of the first 10 amendments, better known as the Bill of Rights. Well, they might single out the freedom of speech or religion, or the right to bear arms, or prohibitions against cruel and unusual punishment. But before the founders could determine which rights to safeguard, they first had to decide how amendments would be added. So in August of 1789, debate broke out in the first federal Congress over this very issue. James Madison preferred the amendments be seamlessly integrated into the text, while Roger Sherman fought to have them added at the end like an appendix. Madison lost this fight, with enormous ramifications for the way we see and understand the Constitution today. Well, had Madison prevailed, there would be no First or Second Amendment. Their various provisions would have simply been scattered throughout Article 1. Moreover, there would be no Bill of Rights at all. It would take well over a century before Americans identified the First Amendments in this now famous way. Only because they were set apart textually and visually from the first 7 articles was this ever possible. Well, I hope you enjoyed this bit of real history with yours truly, Bushwhacker Bruce. Till next time, always keep it real.
Formatting matters.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing? I saw that and I'm like, I didn't know that. Yeah. I got to let everybody know about that one.
Folks are just like, it's just writing. Like, who cares how it's presented? I'm like, formatting matters.
Yes, it does. It made a big difference. And people like to know what the heck they got instead of trying to read between the lines.
And there you go. All right. All right, we've got an upcoming event at the Curry Public Library located in Gold Beach. They're presenting a new cookbook club, and it looks like this month's themes is soups and stews with salads or breads. This is happening on the 18th of January from noon to 1:30. They're inviting folks to join them for a community potluck-style event at the library. Pick a recipe based on the theme soups and stews with salads or breads, and bring the dish and recipe to share with others. You can make new friends, eat some excellent food, and chat with others about cooking and recipes. This event is free and open to the public, and all levels of cooks are welcome to participate.
That's
How
right.
sweet is that?
Yeah. See, it's almost like there's a library off going on between Curry and Chetco, man. Between the two libraries, man, everybody can stay busy all the time. It's a beautiful thing. I think it's great.
Yeah, never complain that there's nothing to do.
No. Hey, we got time for one more here. Manly Art Center, Intro into Hand-Built Pottery. This is a 10-week course starting January 22nd, running through March 26th. Wednesday, 6 to 9 p.m. This is an in-depth pottery class exploring clay and hand-building techniques. They will cover pinch pots, slab building, coil pottery, building over both open and closed forms, and glazing. Students will learn different decorating techniques and about multiple firing options. The class is designed for someone who has no clay experience or needs a refresher course. It should give the students the skills and knowledge to be comfortable joining their open studio pottery group, the Mudslingers. Classes run for 10 weeks. The class size is limited to 14 students. This is a series of classes, must attend all classes. There is a fee for these classes. The material cost and everything. If you want to get a hold of Mary Jane at 541-469-1807 to register for this, and, all that good stuff will be handled through there.
Yeah. So 469-1807.
And I'm just going to say, because it's New Year and everything, I just want to say thank you, everybody, and thank you, Kat. Here we go, one more year, huh?
Thank you,
and brother Tom, thank you, our producer. We have several producers, but he's there all the time. He's our man. He's our man. And just thank you. We're going to do it again for another year here. And
keep this going.
Thank you all. And what is next year going to mark for us? Our 500th show.
Oh my gosh, it's coming.
That's
up.
what I heard.
It's
In 2025, the 500th show. I don't know, but when it comes, we're going to have that's going to be great. We've been doing this for a long time.
I know. Yeah, it's just part of my weekly routine.
Weekly routine. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm writing scripts for this like I'm writing for my paper all the time. And that's the other thing. Yeah, the Insider is coming out this week. I'll have it out tomorrow, Tuesday. So Wednesday, it'll be out for y'all to pick up and everything like that on New Year's Day. So that'll be great. And looking forward to it. It's going to be the 16th year for the Insider, Southern Oregon. So, time just flies by when you're having fun, I guess, and spreading the fun and the love. So, hey, everybody, we just want to say Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year. And we look forward to filling in all the stuff and all the events we're going to have next year and everything and announcing it to the public. So now it's time to close out the show. Before we go, I'd like to give a shout out to our fearless producers, Ray and Tom, for all their great work each week helping us bring our show to the airwaves. I want to thank you all for tuning into this week's Insider Report. Please make sure to tune in on a daily basis to KCIW 100.7 FM. And catch all the fine shows that they have to offer. You can catch the show podcasts, including the Insider Report, by going to kciw.org. And we got live streaming, all kinds of stuff going on there now. We're just getting right up there. You can listen to us all over the world. So, hey, until next week, this is Cousin Bruce Ellis.
And I'm Kat Liddell.
We are signing out. So please support local businesses, keep it real, and spread the love and the peace every chance you get. And hey, we'll see you out there. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
For music credits for the preceding show, go to kciw.org/credits.